So we had the problem with the water coming under the door, which, I'm not sure this door being at ground level is kosher. I don't think that gets an OSHA sniff. I think there's something against that. I have to go look it up, though. Yeah, we had a pool of water in the fucking floor right there. And look, it's moist down here. Shouldn't be moist in your basement. That means there's a problem. And look at this shit. Like, damn, really, bro? Let's get on to this. Look, it's a fucking swamp there now. Well, that's exaggerating, but yeah. That shouldn't be that way from the shit just leaking down the wall. No, not at all. Never, ever should your basement floor look like that. Or that, or that, or that, or this. That needs remedied. That's not just fucking okay. People think it is, but it's not. There's moisture coming into your fucking basement. And it shouldn't be. So I went ahead and looked it up here. Can apartment doors be ground level in Cleveland, Ohio? And ultimately I decided with AI, yes, they can. Because nothing else says otherwise and all that. And, I would look at the city of Cleveland.gov and all that ordinance and go all the way through the big old list. But, something struck me as interesting at CMHA for their HUD homes. Exterior doors must be lockable, blah, blah, blah. The dwelling unit must have storm doors on exterior entrance doors to the units. Exceptions may be made for multi-family units and historical preservation. Now, this applies to HUD homes, but it only makes sense that you would have a storm door on the outside of your door. For one, safety reasons, and so your door doesn't get ruined by the weather. We don't have a storm door on our front door. There's no storm door at all on the back door, and the storm door we do have right here isn't a storm door. It's not even really a screen door. They call it a screen door, but it's metal mesh, and it's gapped here and there and everywhere around, so how does it keep bugs out? It's not a screen door because it's not screening a damn thing. It's not a storm door because it doesn't have glass. Glass, plexiglass, whatever they make them out of. I've never seen a plexiglass storm door, but who knows? Okay, let's get back to this. Okay. Right away, I got it. Sanitary laboratory facilities must be a separate room, blah, 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 blah. Must have a means of ventilation. Well, the last house we lived in didn't have a ventilation system at all. The property manager, when he was in our home, told us, you just open the window and hope for a breeze to waft through. I mean, really. The place before that, we had a problem with mold and stuff in the bathroom when we were asking them to put in a ventilation system. It should be by code that they have to have one and not just open a window and hope for a breeze. Hell, I even bought them one. You think they put it in? And still on HUD home requirements, we're at new carbon monoxide detector required. Carbon monoxide detectors are required when the unit has this, that, or the other. Okay? Okay. On each floor of the unit, including furnished bedrooms where applicable. In our house, we have one smoke detector. It's a smoke detector, and it's not a carbon monoxide detector. I'm pretty sure that's on the books that just doesn't just apply to HUD homes. That's code. You're supposed to have a carbon monoxide detector. We don't have one here. We had one at the last place, but not the place before that. How much sense does that make? And something that struck me as kind of ironic is at the end of the bathroom it says, and must be located such that access does not have to be solely through a bedroom. What's a bedroom? What the fuck is a bedroom? Is that a room you go into that has a window where you can close the door and not hear what's going on in the rest of the house? Here's my fucking bedroom. That's my bedroom. Here's the front motherfucking door. That's the primary access to the place. Here's my bedroom. Do you see a fucking door? I pay all the rent. And I don't have a copy of the lease that I'm on, that I pay for. Not only that, I don't have access to the portal. Nobody gave me a link, ever. Not only that, why the fuck would I even bother if they've already closed out a request for our stove or whatever and didn't fucking do anything about it? That alone makes this a constructive eviction. Not only that, I'm gonna go off this part. It says in there something about on the HUD homes, they have to remedy the place if the windows are lower than 6 feet. You go look it up, that's what it says. Our windows are about 5 feet, maybe 4.5. I don't know. It's not really fucking 6 feet. I know damn well it's not 6 feet. And the neighbors, our door opens into their driveway. How ridiculous. The neighbors, they can see right the fuck in through my sheer curtains. I'm sure of it. Should their faces be by my fucking window? Oh, hell no. That's why HUD homes want them to be 6 feet or higher. And I'll mention, this isn't a HUD home. We never applied for HUD, even though we should be eligible because we're poor as fuck. But no, we don't even want to live in them HUD homes. Especially not me, knowing what I know. How they treat you like shit and try to run your fucking life. They try to control every aspect of your life because you live in their fucking box. And I know it, and they all know it. Anybody who's ever been through this shit. They want to have inspections and shit all the time. They want to traipse into your fucking shit. They want to abuse you like they abuse you at any other fucking place and come to your house without 24 hours notice all that shit. And tell you what the fuck to do, how to live your life. It's the truth. Private Homeowners Association. Or the Public Housing Association HUD. CMHA. There's no motherfucking difference. It's always a dictatorship and they never see it that way. Okay, Alan's gonna get one more thing on this video before he tries to shut the fuck up as everyone tells him to. Now, here's the light switch for this motion sensor light. There's a light there. I don't know if it works. Probably a dead bulb in it. Probably one of those two switches operated. I don't fucking know. We don't know. We ain't bothering. We're not bothering. That took a shit. It crapped out. No longer working. I don't know if the bulbs are bad or it just quit on us. But, you think I'm gonna get up there and change that fucking light bulb? I don't even have a ladder. Are we expected to change the fucking light bulbs? That's something you would put through the portal if you didn't want to do it yourself. And they should have to. Because that's a security issue. And this shit, I can guarantee you that pool is not the lady who lives there. It's not theirs because it was there before they moved in. They moved in recently. They didn't have time to have it up. I would say it's not theirs, but I can't really say that. It's not for me to say. But you know what? That shit breeds mosquitoes and I'm allergic to them. What are we going to do about it? Am I going to just go pick the motherfucker up and drag it to the curb? Is it my responsibility to? Fuck no, it isn't. Just like it's not my responsibility to clean up all this shit. Fucking look at it. The yard's got some branches. They didn't mow. They haven't come to clean the fucking yard. They should do it once a month, don't you think?
And I'm not responsible for hauling them fucking tires out that the kid next door is always playing with. I'm fine with that. Let him play with it. I hope he don't get hurt on it. I hope he gets stronger. You know that I'm that type of guy. I'm not like, you asshole, you bounced a fucking tire. I'm not at all. Even if it did make noise. But no, that shit shouldn't fucking be there in the first fucking place. No shit like that. You know? Nothing should be there. Especially shit that's dangerous. Here, let's take a look at a newer house across the street. I don't really even know if it's newer. You see the siding's all nice and, you know, everything's prim and proper on the outside. You would imagine things are probably prim and proper on the inside, too. You know? So I look across the street at this better house and think to myself, do we pay more for better quality housing? No, we fucking don't. We pay more for more room. There's standards. And this motherfucker doesn't live up to them. Look, the shit ain't even painted. That's the reason. That's why I'm tripping, because it's not painted, right? Motherfucker, please. And there sits a lawnmower that was left here. That's refuse, in my opinion. That's junk. That's garbage sitting in my yard. As a clue, as an inkling of a fucking hint that you should fucking do it yourself. Mow the goddamn thing yourself, because we won't. Oh, that's another thing. They're supposed to give you 24 hours notice before they come over. But not when they mow the motherfucking lawn. They just come in and roar it up any old time of day without telling you. Without even fucking knocking on your door and telling you they're there. They come the fuck on into your yard and do whatever they want. It's a fact. Of course, that hasn't happened here yet, because I don't think they're ever going to mow the shit ever. I can expect it. Going by that shit. Now we have the opportunity to go in the bathroom. And, you know, when you walk in the bathroom, your foot hits right here because you're going into the bathroom. There's a soft spot there. There's cracks because it moves. And this is tipped down. You can see. You can see it. You can see it. Okay. And, well, we still have this film coming back. It's not from the fucking iron in the water. I'll tell you that shit. And that's how dirty it gets. Clean it out. I'll time to. And this shit is all in the grooves here and every fucking where. There's no cleaning it as much as we try to clean it. Oh, and one more juicy tidbit. Got plywood on the walls. Plywood all across the walls. Because they were too lazy to patch up the fist holes. And here we have plywood on the porch. It's construction plywood. It's not for a finished home. That's what you use when you're building the fucking thing. Why do you think they put this plywood here? Because they were too lazy to fix the fucking porch boards. Here's an example that doesn't really matter that much in the closet here by the front door. Instead of repairing the drywall, we put this thin-ass fucking paneling shit over it. Which is, you know, the same kind of shit on the back of our wall in the bathroom. The same shit above our toilet that already showed up. It's paper fucking thin and doesn't do anything. Why did I even mention that? That's what I should have mentioned first. Because I woke up this morning and the whole fucking house smelled like cat piss. Because it's humid. And that doesn't block or stop a damn thing. I'm not getting back up there again. No, sorry to say, I didn't get around to this part where the mouse shit rains into our coffee. With the mouse shit, mold from mouse shit ground into the fucking counter. I didn't get to that either. I don't even know what I should do about it. Does your counter have grooves in it like this? And are they full of mouse shit like ours is? Who makes a counter like this? Who wants a counter like that? Where you prepare your food. You know, I've been seeing YouTube videos where they take the egg and they smear it across the fucking counter because it's like laminate. Can I do that here? Do you think that would be safe for me to do that here? I don't think that would be safe at all. I can't even set my sandwich down there, even on a motherfucking plate without being paranoid I'm gonna be sick. And they didn't even bother to paint above the doorways. And it's like chip shop, I don't know the word for it. It's, you know, not flush, not flat, just weird and all kind of grooves and raises it. They don't bother to paint it. And that had a really thick mat of dirt and hair and shit above it. And you know, you say you might not be able to complain about that because that's up on the doorway. Who cares about that? Motherfucker, it's uncleanable. Just like a lot of other shit in this place I keep finding that makes it uncleanable. And I'll mention, up here by the stove is sticky. It's sticky. And we didn't even fry any food yet. So don't touch nothing. Don't touch the doorways. Don't touch the nasty fucking doors. Don't touch anything. Used to be don't touch anything because it'll fucking fall apart in your hand or on top of you. In that back hallway, somebody's gonna fall into that motherfucker. It just might be me. So with all that said, I will add that, well, it's not all at a loss because I have a plan. What's my plan? I don't even need to tell you. You'll see it. Just stay tuned. Right? Of course. I'm sticking it to the fucking man. Like everyone's always wanted to and couldn't. I have the opportunity. I have a purpose. So here I am, trying my best to think my way out of an oppressive situation that I'm stuck in. Why am I stuck in this abusive situation? Why am I stuck where I'm at? Why do I feel stuck? Because it's factual. I had my breakthrough. July of last year, July fucking 1st. I'm calling it a breakthrough because that's what it was. That's when I decided to get over my agoraphobia and get off my ass and get out of the house and go tell somebody about my problems. About my real fucking problems. So I went to the community house and told this dude. He told me to go to fucking rehab, more or less. He sent me to a mental health and addiction rehabilitation clinic where they abused me. It's documented. Do I need to say more about that? So I said, okay, maybe. The same motherfucking day I went home and came back out and went to the welfare building and asked for if I could services there. The security guards are denying me to go up to the fucking counter and speak to anyone. It's not their duty to deny me that. That's not their place. So I had them call the police. They wouldn't. They told me to go to fucking police station. I'm reliving all this shit in my head every day. So eventually, one of them said, yeah, they'll call the police. The police got here. And long story short, they fucking abused the shit out of me. I'm telling them that my mother was murdered and I witnessed it at 9 months old. I didn't tell them 9 months. I thought it said very young. They asked me, am I mentally ill? Am I diagnosed with mental illness? The next question to fly out of their mouth was, am I on meds? They took me the fuck back home to my surrogate mother where she's standing on the front porch with an angry fucking scowl saying, get in the house, Daddy. Fucking really with the cop standing there listening to her less than 20 feet away. So yeah, they abused the fucking shit out of me. And then the clinic, you know, and then the Metro Hospital that they sent me to, which I shouldn't even really know that they did. Give me a fucking break. So, in a long, drawn-out, roundabout fucking way, they told me, go ahead, do whatever the fuck you please. We can't do shit about it. Oh, I'm filing these appeals to get back to the truth. When I was locked up in that Metro fucking bullshit, the main doctor told me, asked me, if we get you a DNA test, will you just let it all go? Will everything be okay then, whether we prove you fucking right or wrong? That was months and fucking months ago. Fuck you all. Well, I'm feeling better now. A little better. No, I'm not feeling better. I'm acting better. I'm showing better. I'm seeming better. Maybe I'm better. Maybe. Is it because I eat? I eat that I ate. Maybe that helps me keep calm down. It's my fucking medication. I'll spit on a motherfucker who tells me it isn't. Where was I? Oh yeah, I'm calmed down a little more now because I have had time to say to the motherfucking walls day after motherfucking day after day, what's going on, so I can figure out what the fuck I'm doing. And now I'm there. They don't like you to be there. Just saying. So what I'm doing, in its essence, is what they told me to do in Buffalo, New York at their general fucking hospital outpatient treatment where I went week after week after fucking week every day of the motherfucking week. And had problems with that shit too. Was abused. Severely abused. Not only them, but the fucking TSI care fucking home that I was in at the time. I've been through a lot of shit, let's say that. Where was my track? Oh yeah, your outpatient treatment, mine anyway. Besides the Micah drug group that they threw me in for smoking fucking weed while their residents are trying to give me crack for free at my motherfucking apartment door in the bitch. That they sent me out, gave me a discharge, said you gotta go, you're whatever, because I didn't go to 2 of the motherfucking meetings and they were optional. I guess they're not optional, are they? Getting off on tangents. What was my point? Oh, the other part of the treatment, besides wait till your head pops out of your ass, that's what they tell you in the fucking drug group. Really. That's what they told us. So I'm in a drug group with druggies, so maybe I'll get on drugs. Stuck on that in a way. No. The outpatient treatment, not at the TSI place where they had me go to the fucking drug group, but the outpatient treatment place told me get your shit together. Make your own motherfucking case. Get it all together, because nobody's gonna listen to you until it's all in a packet right in fucking front of them. And that's what I already did. That's what I did. All I had to do was walk up to my fucking clinic once and give them an assessment of everything that's fucking going on in my life. Everything I care about. Everything that's worthwhile pursuing. That was in October, and we haven't made any progress whatsoever, except them having me locked the fuck up for nothing. The end. In fact, that was bullshit. That was some stupid shit coming out of my mouth. Because it wasn't fucking October. That's how long I fucking waited until I actually got a caseworker who gives shit, and she didn't give a shit. That was from fucking July to October. When they had me lock the fuck up for sending them to get resources for me. You figure it out. Resources were that. Papers to file for injunctive relief due to my dilapidated housing system. That they didn't let me file in July down at the fucking Justice Center. Just told me I couldn't. Well, you just can't. You're not damaged. Oh, now your story's changing. I have to relive this shit. To remember it, motherfuckers. It shouldn't have happened to me in the first place. I shouldn't have to think about it at all. There's your mental fucking anguish. You see how well I deal with it? You see how I don't deal with it? How I'm wiping the pictures off the fucking walls? Slamming the doors as hard as I can? Yeah? Bullshit. Come on, let's go. Our fucking outro. While I'm chilling out here, trying to get on with my day, about wrapping it up, one more thought. The police, the cops, the cops. Relative to the story, the cops. They didn't so much as ask me for a description, and I could have gave them a name. Okay, and while I'm at it, since you watched to the end, we'll do this right through the window, why not? Over here, behind that lot, there's an alleyway. That guy's door opens into a brick alleyway. That house there, you see it? That's it. That's all there is. You see the peak? There's another angle on the other side, that's it. There's a utility truck, you can't see it. Parks there every once in a while. Don't make me paranoid, maybe the fucking dude lives there, he works for the power company, who gives a shit. It's a commercial vehicle, so it shouldn't be parked there. Does it fucking make me wig out? No, I would mention it over and over again, because it's not supposed to be there, just parked, not doing business. But yeah, the point of that was, look how little that fucking shit is. That's, I almost imagine maybe they don't live there, maybe it's a storehouse or something. They just fucking, use it. Who knows? Would you want to live in that shit? Really? Is that ideal? For what? I mean, if it was prim and proper, I'd love to. I fucking would. But if it was some shithole, I don't give a fuck how big it was, how nice anyone else thought it was. Because that's bullshit.